What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I'm here today to do a new installment in my Rupture in the Machine split review series. And today we're going to be talking about the split from the bands Complot and Primitive Warfare, released through Iron Bonehead Productions. Now, when I first heard about this split coming to life, I was incredibly excited because these are two very distinctive bands that both have very similar and distinctive sounds. Both are black death metal bands, both have war and crazy themes within their song concepts and lyrics, and both are coming off very hot, respective releases. We're going to get started with the Complot side of the split first. If you're not familiar with Complot, they are a duo based out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and they play this very raw, primitive, war-torn sort of hybrid of black and death metal. And this is one of the many, many projects of a guy by the name of CB, or Count Bergabay, whatever you want to refer to him as. He has a wide multitude of projects from within extreme metal and underground metal, most notably projects such as Shesmu, Penombre, Moulin Banal, and Hexeth, just to name a few. This guy is pretty prolific with his music, his body of work, and this Complot project is another really awesome sort of thing going on here, because in 2018, I believe he put out 3 very distinctive demos with Guerre Totale, Control Absolu, and Confrontation. Of course, all of those demos were fantastic, and since I mentioned Iron Bonehead earlier, Iron Bonehead recently compiled all of the Complot demos into one awesome vinyl compilation. It should also go without saying another awesome label, Forbidden Sonority, put out a CD version of that demo compilation if you're looking to get the CD version of that. But yeah. Moving on to the next step in Complot's battle plan, we have 3 brand new tracks on this split. And the 3 songs that make up the Complot side of the split are just another continuation of what Complot has been doing with their demos and with their sound. And they go on an even more deadlier sort of run here with tracks like Denang, L'Assassin, and Muerte par le Napalm. Just some really, really killer music going on here. Very deadly riffs, really awesome vocals, fast-paced drumming, just a lot of anger, hostility, and power going forward, especially with the opening track of Denang. Just some really, really awesome riffs going on that track. The drum work is really sensational. I love how angry and how energetic that opening track is. And then the next few songs down, it only gets a lot more hectic and more chaotic from there. And I really, really loved how the rest of the songs that Complot put on this side of the split are really awesome. I really would love to see a full length come from this band in the future, and I really am excited to see what the next step for them is going to be, because this is going to be another really awesome project from Count Bergabay, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what he decides to put out next. Now we get to the Primitive Warfare side of the split. Of course, last year I talked about the Primitive Warfare's debut demo, and of course that was the launch of my demo review series on this channel. They were the first band to get covered in that series, and ever since that demo got put out, I was really looking forward to hearing what was going to come next from them. And what comes from them next are 2 brand new songs and a cover track. The 2 new songs that come from Primitive Warfare in the form of Imperative Suppression and Traitorous Submission, just more unbelievably raw and deadly sort of diatribes going on here. I love how Imperative Suppression sounds. I love the craziness of the vocals. I love how they sound in this mix. I love how the riffs come together. I love how the drums are just unbelievably aggressive and angry throughout. You get the voice the audio samples coming through, and then you get somewhat of a really crazy keyboard thing at the very end of the track, which gives it a little bit more of that horror sort of edge going for it. And I really, really love that about that track. Traitorous Submission is another really good track, more straightforward and to the point, but you still get the aggressiveness of the riffs, the drum parts, the crazed vocals. Just a really awesome package that track is. And we get an ass suck cover with the song Salt Mine. It's the shortest track on this split, at probably a minute and 6 seconds long. But they do the ass suck cover justice, and it's really cool to see that a band like Primitive Warfare would consider a band like Ass Suck as an influence to their sound with that cover, and I think it's really, really cool. A very nice way to end the split. So overall, if you're into black death metal, if you're into war-themed stuff, and if you're curious to know what the next potential steps for both Complot and Primitive Warfare are going to be, you have it right here in the form of this split. It's short, sweet, and to the point. It's only a 20-minute long split, but you're going to get your money's worth with something like this. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave you a link in the description box to how you can get a hold of this split and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Iron Bonehead Productions Bandcamp page where you can stream this split in full. It is available as a limited LP, 300 copies if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure the bands will have respective copies to buy if you happen to see them live, or just wait until US distros happen to stock them. So, again, the split is Complot and Primitive Warfare, released through Iron Bonehead Productions. Definitely check this one out. If you've happened to have heard this split, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it, and we can go from there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Ho out.